So our next presenter is Sam Mittal, who is a 2016 graduate of the school with a background in engineering. Sam and I had a chance to meet last year when he participated in a small pilot program that we ran for graduating students who were focused on their ongoing leadership development and ongoing skill development. What really struck me in my interactions with Sam was his relentless curiosity and his passion for learning. And it was that curiosity that led him to start taking improv classes at the Second City, and he's going to share some of his experience with us tonight.
Hello everyone, I'm Sam Mittal. I deliver infrastructure projects for Siurba Group. I am going to talk about improv and how it relates to creativity and consciousness. I took Professor Davis' class last year, business policy, and one of the lectures that stuck out to me was that of personal agility. The different types of characters that are available on a stage, the marginal characters, the peripheral characters, the established characters, the unknown characters. Wanted to explore a little bit about these characters. Few months later, my fellow classmate Jasmine Kwang called me up and invited me to join her for an improv class, and I've been doing improv show and class and training ever since. So in an improv show, performers take suggestions from audience and cook up the scene right there. So it's like building an aircraft while it is taking off. So what goes on in building an improv show? There are three basic elements. First, ensemble building. Second, scene work. And third, character work. So ensemble building is, so improv is a lot of give and take. So it is essential to catch the drift of your partners. And so you do warm-up exercises to build chemistry. And then the big component is supporting each other. So the principle of yes and. So one of the games that we played was about planning for a vacation, dream vacation. So the first time we did it was everybody has to start their sentence with but. So let's go to Australia. But there are a lot of crocodiles there. So it never went anywhere. The second time we did it, we used the principle yes and. So, and we could plan a perfect vacation. I have a lot of vacation ideas now. Now the scene work involves knowing how to take a scene forward. It could be showing emotions, actions, discovering something, so heightening and exploring. And then scene, we practice by playing, it's all action based. So it could be just a simple, like you can do it on your own. You can deliver a monologue. You can deliver some like a TED talk about a topic that you know nothing about. Character work is more about building a character is about finding those inner motivations like status, point of view, or externalities like physical transformation. It also involves practicing different accents and genres. So for example, Western, there is a lot of curious people in this room. Or Shakespearean, why art thou here and not somewhere else? So what I love about improv is that you are the actor and the director. You define every moment of it. You collate different pieces together, build on the energy of your partners, and lo and behold, there is that aha moment. One such aha moment occurred to me when we were playing that first line, middle line, last line game. The first line was something like, can I sit on this bench? The second line was something about talcum powder, and third line was something, you cheated on me. And how do you bring to, and you just got those suggestions, and there is a partner you know nothing about, and you start building that character. So I played the role of a homeless guy who just got a free coat, and it was infested with bed bugs. So it came out pretty okay, and at the end of the scene, our instructor gave us feedback like, you could have taken that cue from your partner and the scene could have been totally different. And so that is very helpful. So that brings us to like how improv is related to leadership. So improv is about risk taking. There was a time where, so you care about your team. So if your partner is hanging out there, you jump in. There was a time where my partner was doing a musical improv, and I'm not perfect about musical improv. I had to jump in there without thinking too much and perform something. So it's about being vulnerable. Improv is also about communication skills, catching the drift of your partner, listening to them, taking cues from them, and taking cues from life in general. Then improv is about developing empathy. You get into the role of a particular character. Like I jumped into a role of homeless guy, and you think about it, and you start behaving like that. Finally, I will try to connect improv with creativity and consciousness. So at its root, improv is instincts. Like the Ronaldinho, Brazilian football star, said, "My game is based on improvisation. Often, a forward does not have the time to think too much. You have a second, rarely more, to decide whether to dribble, shoot, or pass to the right or left. It is instinct that gives the orders." So by practice and training, we are trying to perfect our state of consciousness, perfect a state of our awareness. So is it like we are elevating the state of our consciousness? What is consciousness? In a very analytical term, consciousness was discovered by John von Neumann while he was solving the measurement problem in quantum mechanics. What he said, the measurement problem is you cannot determine the speed and position of the particle at the same time because light behaves both as the wave and as the particle. What he said mathematically, that you need human consciousness to collapse the wave function, and human consciousness is an integral part of solving that measurement problem. So if we go by that, different people who conduct this experiment would get different results. So we are getting different results because we have different consciousness. So the better our consciousness is, could it be said that we are in a higher state of awareness? I will leave at that. Thank you.